why am I eating here is because of these coupons, and I got them for free. So the thing is, there is this service called I don't know if they call it service or whatever. There's something called UNL Pantry. There's the food insecurity in the students. I mean, I'm sure that there must have been students, or there are students who can't afford food. So they are there, so they can give you some free food. It's not everything, but they're like, they have an online form and you can fill in. There are like selected things. So personally, I feel that it's not. They can't like compensate for all the food, but they still give you some things which can keep you going. Like there is rice, and there is there are like fritters, and the breakfast things, and they have like lots of things anyway. So one of the things they give when you order from there, I mean, so they give these coupons. So yeah, this was a great discovery for me. You know, even if this food was free and I was allowed to come every day, every meal, I would not come, because this kind of food can make you sick, a lot sick. So I have a PhD in population studies, and I was actually working as a research associate in National Institute of Urban Affairs in Delhi. Like I had already worked around like more than a year or something, and I was wanting to switch because I just wanted some change. I was also kind of like I started kind of disliking the Delhi's weather because it has a lot of pollution, and especially in winters it gets worse. Like you can't even imagine how worse it can get. $2,000.
$2,000 a month?
Yeah.
So do you think that's a good amount?
I mean, it's not like it is good actually. If you don't have to, for me, I have to send a lot of money home because I told you like my family is running through some crisis right now. So for me, it gets a little difficult to manage everything. But if you just have to manage your expenses, I think $2,000 is pretty good. Like I buy around $60 grocery for 2 to 3 weeks. So you would say on an average, it takes me like $20 per week. Which is, and I must tell you, these tickets, it costs $13 or something for a student. So yeah, it's pretty expensive if you buy it here. So I would never buy these coupons if I had to. So yeah.
How much is your monthly rent?
My rent is one of the lowest. So, and that was Delhi. Like I chose to live with the lowest rent, which is $335 per month. But average rent is around 400, 500. I know. So, and then I spend around 200 on groceries. Then maybe I pay around $20 for my phone bill, $20 for my Wi-Fi, then $30 to $40 for gas, $30 to $40 for electricity. Like it's not worth my money. It's not too much in the currency here, but like in my head I'm always like calculating the prices in my own currency, and I find that it's expensive than it should be. So yeah.
But honestly, $9 for a buffet is not very expensive for many students.
See, that's an illusion. That's an illusion they provide. They provide that, oh, you have in $9 you have so much of food, but you have a limited stomach space. You can't eat everything, even if it is all is available to you. So it is better if they had like individual prices for things. Then you would find it more reasonable. I don't find it reasonable. I mean, it's just an illusion of choices, while there is not much choice.
But do you go to restaurant to eat?
No.
Never?
No.
Restaurant food usually takes at least at tips at least $20.
No, I know that, and that is why I don't go there. If these coupons were not freely available to me, I would not have come here either. So
you would rather make food at home every day?
Yeah. If I did not have to send money back, I would have like got a car maybe, and then I could have like eat or move around in a better manner. Why eat? Because grocery shopping here is a task, and my grocery store, I mean the place I stay at, the nearest grocery store is around 25 minutes by walk, and there is no direct bus. The bus, like there's bus, but like you have to spend more time by bus and almost same time walking. So bus is not an option. I always walk. So now and you cannot, so imagine like almost 2 to 3 hours every let's say in a day you have spent on groceries shopping. That's it. So, and I can hear like the academics is so rigorous. I mean, there are so many assignments and everything. You hardly have time to do that every weekend. So for me, I usually try to bring at least 2 to 2 to 3 weeks groceries in one go. So, but there's only as much you can carry in your hands. You cannot carry a lot of weight. So for me, like when I was in India, I used to every day drink half a liter of milk. Now, if you calculate that, how many liters of milk that would become for 2 weeks? that would become almost like 7 liters of milk. Okay, but it's not easy to carry like 7 liters of milk with other groceries in hand, so I cannot buy like, so even if you have money, like I have money to pay a little extra to buy maybe one more gallon of milk, but I cannot, because I won't be able to carry it, walk with it. If you if you don't have cars here, you are constrained in a manner. So it's and it's not like, it's not same for everyone, because there are a few other options, like if someone has like enough money to pay for like Uber or something, I think that can also be done. I just haven't explored, because as I said, I'm like trying to save money. And fast food here is like very addictive. There is so much. There are people, they have hired, this food industry has hired like scientists and whatnot, engineers, to like find that right amount of sugar, right amount of salt. I mean, see, it's not like I know. It's just something I think about. I might be wrong, but it just sometimes I think, is there a conspiracy going? It's not a conspiracy, but I mean, I think it's not all false as well. That I see. I mean, where do US also has a lot of cancer rates. Has the highest, one of the highest cancer rates are in US, and I wonder why. I mean, because a lot of bioengineered food, or maybe I don't know, a lot of sugar. Sugar would lead you. One of the common cancer is breast cancer, and how do you get breast cancer? Breast cancer. Two of the main reasons are when you have like high insulin and high estrogen. And where does that come from? In high insulin means like if you are diabetic, and high estrogen is also, again, you have, if you are, the more fat cells you have, the more estrogen you have. So the people who are obese here are not the people who have a lot of money and that they are eating lot, are the people who cannot afford healthy food. So your healthy food is unaffordable to a lot of people. Like fruits and vegetables are very expensive, and fast food is actually cheap, and that makes a lot of people go for fast food. Also, it saves time. You don't have to like spend time on cooking. So yeah.
So the obese rate in America is like 35%.
No, not 75%. Sorry, it's according to statistics, 35% of people in US are obese, and we are not even counting overweight. Imagine if you account for overweight people, I think the percentage would go much higher. But yeah, this I know, like 35%, which is like crazy. 1 in every 3 person is like obese. So. And there is a reason for that, because most of the food here has a lot of sugar in it, like, and because sugar is subsidized, corn is subsidized, so they put corn syrup in every other thing. Yeah, I am health conscious, and like I don't want to get like I don't want to get out obese from here. Hey, you can see me like. I used to run 6.5 kilometers every day, at a time, once. So when I was in India, I was exercising almost 1.5 hours every day. So healthcare is very expensive. And even if with the health insurance that I've got, it only covers 70%. I have to pay the 30% of the costs. So it's not a joke, it's real. Cities in India are like overcrowded, so you always see people moving around. The first thing when I came here was to feel like, oh my god, like someone has dropped me on that lonely island, kind of like you don't see many people around. Everything is quiet, which is nice. But it's like, initially it was very difficult for me to adjust with the silence, which is weird, because like I've come from a city which has huge population, which has so much of noise. Second, as I said, like loneliness is one thing that hits you here. And again, it's personal. I mean, for everyone, it might be different. How it like it may pan out differently for everyone. It depends on. I don't know. I would leave it to people. For me, it was difficult initially, and it's still difficult. I mean, I still do sometimes feel like isolated or lonely, but less, because maybe now I'm used to of this. As I said, I've come from like where I was in JNU, and which is a very community space, community living. So. And this is like very individual living, So I was saying that the gun laws here, because of that, I feel that there is this this general atmosphere of insecurity, like people cannot like trust on each other, and that is why there is no like this community feeling here. I think that because imagine like if I don't know you, I would not like approach you, I would not invite you to my home unless and until I'm pretty sure, very sure that you're not bringing gun to my place, or I mean, yeah. So it kind of affects how community behaves and like kind of forms relationships or bonds. So yeah, in this context or right now, I don't know, I don't want to, I mean, I'm not thinking of any long-term stay here, honestly. I'm not planning for, I just want to finish my degree, my work, whatever, and then I'll see if I don't know where I would be like mentally and physically, whatever, 2 years down the line. But right now, if you ask me, I don't have any plans. I don't like think about it. So, especially as I said, I mean, when you feel lonely or if when you're not doing mentally okay, you have to work on yourself. You have to like it takes strength. It takes a lot of work. It's not like, and because you have made such a big decision, you don't want to give up. At least I don't want to give up. So it takes efforts. It takes work to live in. I mean, it's also a environment which is not very. I am in an unfamiliar environment. Some days I'm just like stressed and I can't focus. So I like, just to distract myself, I'm either like doing Instagram, YouTube, yeah, or like if nothing of that works, I would call someone like back in India, a friend, if they are awake. It's like 12 hours difference almost. So it's also sometimes difficult to get them on call because usually during the daytime they are sleeping. So yeah. No, I'm not working that hard. I like autos, but like because the public transport is not that great here. Plus, I don't have a car, so it gets difficult for me to like um, go out that much. I don't have a car, and I know you have a car, and you know what? Like when I was like younger, I would say. I mean, when I was at 25 or something, I watched this movie, which is like Bridges of Madison County, and that film stayed with me, and especially the Iowa and the bridges stayed with me. And I don't know, I just always wanted that someday I want to see these bridges. It kind of sounds silly, so yeah. So if in the summer, if you're going to Iowa, I would request you to like take me there. I'd be more than happy. Yeah, I think it would feel like my being in US would come to any, like it will have some sense, maybe, you don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I make sense. I mean, yeah. So I want to see those bridges.